following program is sponsored. The opinions and statements made by the hosts and guests do not necessarily reflect the views of WBOB or its parent company, the Chesapeake Portsmouth Broadcasting Corporation.
It's time for Real Estate Radio with Angela and Howard. Angela and Howard talk about what's new in real estate and answer your buying and selling questions. To participate in today's show, call 222-TALK. That's 222-8255. And now, here are Angela and Howard.
Good morning, Jacksonville. This is such a beautiful day. It doesn't look like it outside. I mean, it looks foggy and all that, but I'm telling you, this is an awesome, awesome Saturday.
How many cups of coffee did you have?
Just one. I need more.
Oh, my God.
You got some? Okay,
Alan's got
I'll
some
come get
for
it
you?
during the break.
Okay.
Yeah. More coffee.
Well, good morning, Angela.
Good morning, Howard. How are you today?
I'm good. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm excited. I had a great day yesterday. I'm still kind of on a high from that.
Well, tell us.
Okay,
what
I'll tell you. So, yesterday we're real estate agents, right?
I believe so.
Yes. And of course we are. And, I tell people all the time, when you're going to a builder, take a realtor with you. They love us being there. It's not that they don't. They do. And I have proof positive. What I know? Okay.
What is page 2, the rest of the story?
Page 2, the rest of the story is, I sold a house, a beautiful, 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 beautiful home in Coastal Oaks at Nocatee. The builder was Toll Brothers.
They make a gorgeous home.
They make gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous homes. Yes. So this is a gated community inside of Nocatee, and Toll Brothers is the only builder in that whole section. And they're just phenomenal. I'm always impressed with them. Anyway, we had the pleasure of taking people who we love and adore, went there, they bought a home, it's gorgeous, they're happy, we're all happy, right?
And the experience was very good.
The experience was amazing. The site agent that I used is Linda Moore, and I am just a huge fan of Linda. I've known her for years, but the experience that she had with our customers and that we had with Toll Brothers was really awesome. And we were actually buying a spec house, and they allowed my buyer to make huge changes. Pulled up all of the tile in this house and put in brand new wood plank tile. So it was just gorgeous. I mean, drop dead gorgeous. Anyway, just awesome to work with. So what happens is once you sell a house with Toll Brothers, you're in, they call it the Platinum Club. So that's very, very cool. And then at the end of the year, they invite you to a celebration to thank you. So if anyone is out there thinking, oh, I don't need to take a realtor with me to a builder, let me tell you, yes, you do. It's a good thing to do, and the builders love us being there because we help you through the process, right?
Help you, the customer.
Help the customer, help the buyer through the process. They really do appreciate our liaison work that we provide in communicating with them and communicating with the customer, and they do that. Toll Brothers did it by thanking us. So they invited every realtor who had sold a home, a Toll Brothers home this year, which they had sold in 2017, 205 homes. And most of those homes had realtors with them. And anyway, so we get invited to a luncheon at Ruth Chris, very first class. And they gave everybody a present. I mean, I really felt appreciated.
What'd you get?
Oh, an Echo Dot.
Well, so now you can ask it questions and get smarter.
To Alexa? Yeah, she can listen in on me and know everything I do. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, everybody got one, so that was super cool, but they had a raffle. And at this raffle, they gave away money. And I won.
Oh,
I won
really?
$2,000, so that's why I said I'm still on a high.
All
$2,000,
right.
that's significant. That's going to pay for a trip I'm going on.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, good for
you.
you.
And I'm excited about that.
All right. Mm-hmm. Well, sounds good.
Yes.
So you did have a good week.
I had a good week. Personally, I had a good week. I'm still on a high from that. So it's not the coffee yet.
And our assistants had a fun time yesterday because they got to, or one of them anyway, got to attend a photo shoot, which they usually do, for a listing that's coming up next week of a really gorgeously decorated home in just wonderful, wonderful shape in a neighborhood that we're going to talk about more next week, of course. But this house even has a built-in generator and a pool. Yeah. It's just, really,
They've
really
done
nice
all sorts
house.
of wonderful, wonderful things. It's a gorgeous home, and the next homeowner is going to be happy to have it.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll talk, as you say, we'll talk about it more next week, and we'll hold it open next Saturday.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Yes, we will.
So
that's exciting.
So that's good. You won $2,000.
I did. I'm waiting for you to ask me to split it or something.
I
you
wouldn't
didn't ask.
do that. You won it.
I could take him to dinner. That's what Alan's saying. Feed him.
Feed him?
Feed him. Don't give him half. Just feed him.
Okay.
Okay.
All
so
right.
I want to tell you something else.
Well, you're on a roll. Go ahead.
I am on a roll. So, I am a fan of Nocatee. I like Nocatee. They have a new section, a new subdivision part of Nocatee opening called Crosswater. And today, from 10 o'clock until 3 o'clock, they're having a community grand opening. So it's, just fun for the whole family. There's 12 model homes that you can go to. There's a classic car display if you like classic cars. The Chris Thomas band is going to be there. I'm a huge fan of Chris Thomas. I love him. Life-size yard games. There's strolling magicians. There's stilt walkers, balloon animals. St. Johns County is going to have a fire truck there. Children's 50 themes contest. Wear a costume. They will take home, the winner of that little contest for the children will take home 4 one-day passes to Disney World. So that's exciting for whoever wins. Yes. They have lunch. They're going to be featuring American classics. This is all as you can tell by what they're offering, it's all sort of Americana. Hamburger, hot dog, apple pie, and Cracker Jacks.
Now, you said at the beginning of the show that you should go with a realtor or be represented by a realtor.
Yes.
So if you go there and you're really interested in purchasing a home, not necessarily today, but tomorrow or next month, whatever, tell them that Angela or Howard are your realtors.
Yeah, you could absolutely do that.
And then we can go back with you and negotiate a contract, write up a contract, because there are so many things in the contract process with a builder that you may not be aware of.
Right.
They may say this is a package that comes with this house, but if you go with a realtor, and Watson, we're with Watson, does so many different contracts with all of these builders that sometimes we can ask for something that
you wouldn't know
get
to
something that you might not be able to get, but we can get for you by doing a little arm twisting.
Yes.
So
anyway, I'm just happy today. Did I tell you that?
You are happy today.
I am.
Well,
I'm still
glad.
on that $2,000 high.
Yeah. We got lots of fun things to talk about today, including a really interesting story. But before we got to that, we've got a break coming up. You got one interesting thing. A community service announcement
Yes, so
here.
if you go to our website, which is angelaandhoward.com, we have a little link on there that takes you to the schedule for hazardous waste for when they come to different sections in your neighborhood instead of making you go all the way out to Commonwealth. So today, the hazardous waste collection is going to be at Baker Skinner Park, which is on Powers Avenue, kind of near University and Powers. There's a little baseball field there, and that's where they're going to do a pickup of hazardous waste today.
Okay.
Yes, and the next one's not till March, so...
Well, when we come back after the break, we're going to talk about interest rates. We're going to talk about repairs that a buyer should never ask for. And we're going to talk about a house that actually got stolen.
That just sounds crazy. How can you steal a house?
Well, we're going to talk about that when we
got wheels, right?
Get back.
Okay.
Oh my gosh,
super
we got
duper
all
exciting.
Kinds of things that we are going to talk about, including answering your questions. So we want you to call. And Angela, what's the number to call?
222-TALK to me. You have to call 222-TALK, TALK, which is 8255, area code 904.
So get your digits ready to digitize.
Digitize us.
That's right. And call us with your questions at 904-222-8255, and we will be right back. Good morning, WBOB listeners. It's your realtor on the radio, Howard Vergalis of Watson Realty Corp. Angela and I want to thank you for tuning in with us for our 5th year now. It's been such a great pleasure to be on the radio with you, giving you advice on buying and selling, as well as answering your questions on the air. Thank you so much for the trust that you have in us as professional, experienced realtors with over 20 years of combined experience. We want you to know that when it's time to sell your home, we want to be your realtor. We will focus on your home, your family, and your time frame. Our team will customize a marketing plan to give you the best exposure to get you the best price and have the best selling experience possible. Whether it's a condo or a house, a short sale or a regular sale, a $200,000 home or a mansion, you will get the same great service. Call us at 421-7950 and join the multitudes of others that have experienced the Angela and Howard team advantage. There's finally a mortgage lender in Jacksonville that sees financing differently. With 20 years experience, CMG Financial understands that the most important purchase in your life, your home, deserves the right mortgage. Tim McConnell at CMG Financial will work to customize the best financing option for you. Angela and I recommend CMG Financial to all our customers. Give Tim a call at 528-2103. That's 528-2103. CMG Financial is a registered trade name of CMG Mortgage, Inc., NMLS number 1820, and licensed as a mortgage lender servicer by the Office of Financial Regulation, number MLD 375, individual MLS number 181046.
Are you buying a property being sold by HUD? As a buyer, you can select Watson Title Services of North Florida as your settlement agent. Avoid having to deal with out-of-town companies and make sure you get the world-class customer service of Watson Title Services that Angela and Howard have come to expect. Call them at 461-3220 when you're looking at buying a HUD property to ensure your purchase goes through as smoothly as possible. That's 461-3220. Angela and Howard do.
You know the importance of a home inspection before buying a home. But who should you call? Who can you truly trust?
We recommend the certified inspection experts at Home Pro Inspections because of the experience of their inspectors, an 18-month home warranty, and the Buy Your Home Back guarantee. Every Home Pro inspection includes a 5-year roof protection plan.
Do what Angela and I do. Call Home Pro Inspections, 268-8211, or visit GoHomePro.com.
Angela Walker and Howard Vergalis of Watson Realty Corp. not only come to you every Saturday morning, but they would also like to work with you when you need them the most. That is, when you need to buy or sell a home. They pride themselves in giving you their very best effort every day and in every way. There are many realtors in the First Coast to choose from. Let them show you the Howard and Angela team advantage. Call them at 421-7950 or email them at realestateradio@yahoo.com. This segment of Real Estate Radio with Angela and Howard is brought to you by CMG Financial. For answers to your North Florida real estate questions, call into the show at 222-TALK. That's 222-8255.
Welcome back, everybody. We are so excited to be here on this happy Saturday.
Yeah, you know, it's great to have listeners on our show, and one of our favorite listeners also happens to have a show of his own.
Yes.
He's a great guy that we've known for, I guess, the 6 years that we've been on our show, Bill Hay. Bill Hay called a little while ago with his own public service announcement, so we want to relay that to everyone and also tell everybody to listen to Bill Hay's show called I'm Speaking Plainly.
Yes.
It's a local
It's a lot of fun.
political show from 6 to 9 o'clock, so tune in right here on WBOB from 6 to 9 to listen to
At
Bill
night.
Hay.
Not in the morning.
Not in the morning.
Right.
Right. What's his public service announcement here?
Oh, he called in to remind everybody, and then maybe people don't even know, so maybe he's telling them for the first time. There is the 40th annual Jacksonville Model Train and Railroad Show at the Prime Osborne today from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's not free. Tickets are $9. But go there. It's so exciting, and it's a big deal, and it's the 40th annual Choo-choo.
Well, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I went to those once, and they had the smallest one was actually in a small suitcase. You open up the top of the suitcase,
Yeah.
and there was a itty-bitty
Train set?
train set in a
how
suitcase. And I was at a house showing last week or the week before, I forget, and I looked out of the two-story house. I looked out of the window, and next door, the entire backyard was a train set.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was really neat.
Yeah, I like trains.
Yeah.
I just do. I think I told you when I was in New York and went to the
Arboretum?
Yes. That they had a huge train display, and then they had made all these little houses that were models of the famous buildings in New York, and they did it all out of things you find in nature. It was super, super cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, back to real estate.
Oh, yeah.
There
real
was
estate.
a 911 call in Madison, Texas just last week, and the 911 call was this: I need to report a stolen house.
You mean things stolen from a house?
No,
right?
no. It was an actual call and said, my house has been stolen. Now, this is a funny story, but it's also a sad story, but also an educational story that's for our listeners.
Well, we are infotainment.
No, seriously. This was a nice couple in Texas named the Harrisons. They owned a 10-acre vacation property, and they finally saved up enough money to buy a house for the property. They purchased a prefab cabin, and they installed it on the property. Well, last week, they went back to the property, and the only thing left were the concrete blocks that it had been sitting on and the pipes that were connected to the plumbing. Turns out it wasn't stolen.
What? So what happened?
Well, if this was a sci-fi picture, I'd say they disappeared. But it didn't disappear. I'm going to tell you what happened. The cabin was gone, but it was repossessed.
There you go.
Well, there's more to the story. It turns out that the cabin was purchased from an individual who had a loan on it, and he had not been paying on the loan. The loan company did a legal repossession because of the default.
Right.
Now, as it turns out, the cabin had a title on it, just like a car, as it originally had wheels, so it could be pulled to the building site. The Harrisons had never received the title from the people that they had purchased it from. They couldn't have received the title unless it was paid off.
So I guess the only recourse is to find the seller and sue him for the money to get their money back on their purchase price.
Yeah, I sure hope that they had a contract with him or some sort of paid receipt when they purchased that cabin. Now, our advice to all our listeners is this: when you purchase anything of value, always take a photo, use your phone, take a picture of the seller's driver's license, and get a receipt with their name, address, and phone number. It's a good way to track down the seller if you ever need to. Now, this is important. If it's a trailer, a motorhome, a camper, a boat, a double-wide motorhome, or any type of recreational vehicle, then it has to have a title issued by the county, and that title will also show if there's a lien on it. Now,
so you're saying if there's an axle, there's a title.
If there's an axle, there's a title.
Okay.
Now, the Harrisons, they just were not aware that the purchase of their cabin needed a title, and the seller didn't volunteer, A, that it had a lien, or B, that it had a title.
So the seller who sold it to them took their money and didn't pay off the loan.
Didn't pay off the loan.
And that's how it got repossessed. That's
right.
Super sad.
Now, there's even a little bit more to the story.
What's that?
The neighbor to this 10-acre parcel,
yeah,
they knew it was being taken.
Okay.
Because it was taken, a truck pulled up with a police car. Because it was a valid repossession.
Right.
So, because, if you generally pull up to, take something off a foundation, usually somebody is going to see it and call the police. So the repossession company, they have a police escort to come to the place with them to make sure that nobody calls the police. So somebody was there, saw it happen. But the poor Harrisons, they're out the money. Now, of course, they have recourse against the person that sold it to them. Hopefully, they kept the name of the person that they bought it from.
Yeah,
and hopefully there'll be a happy end to this story, or at least they'll be able to get some of their money back.
Yeah, that would be crazy to show up to your vacation home and it be gone.
Yeah.
And I wonder if this is going to be maybe more prevalent as we see all these tiny homes.
Well, it could be. And there are people that buy these things, and all of these tiny homes, not all of them, but most of them are on wheels. Not all of them. Some of them are built on site, or some of them are built and then delivered.
Most of them, I think, are built on wheels.
Yeah, so they do have titles.
Yes.
So you get, now some people rent the land, and some people buy the land. Mm-hmm. So you have a deed to the land, and then you have a title to the tiny house.
If it's on axles.
Now, if it comes permanently affixed to the land, then it's just work from the deed. That's right.
Yeah.
Anyway, interesting story.
And the title insurance will show whether there's a lien or not.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Wow. So who would have thought that happened? What a crazy headline that was.
I don't know. This poor couple. I feel so bad for them.
I know.
It showed this was actually on TV in where this occurred, and it was a nice older couple, and they were just so sad, sitting on the front stoop where the house was.
Used to be. Where the house used to be.
Where the house used to be. All right. Hey, cold weather. I realize it's not going to be cold this weekend, but cold weather that, February is the coldest month of the year, means fire in your fireplace. So remember, please open that flue damper.
Yes.
Now, wait a minute. When's the last time that chimney was cleaned? When you bought that house, perhaps, or maybe it was never cleaned.
Yeah, right? I think a lot of people don't have them cleaned.
Yeah. Did you have it inspected? Did you have the flue checked? Perhaps it's never been cleaned or checked. Now, a metal chimney could be rusted away. Now, my son bought a house, and it said clearly on the seller's disclosure that the chimney is going to be sold as is, because they knew it was rusted away.
Right.
And in the fireplace, they had put in an electric heater type thing that looked like
an
a
electric
flame
fireplace.
inside.
Yeah. They put it inside the real fireplace.
So that's okay. So he was never going to use that. But anyway, so a metal chimney could be rusted away, or a masonry chimney could have many large cracks. Who knows? Why not get it cleaned and checked? It could save your life. And there are many companies that do that. Check out one that we recommend, www.chimneychampions.com.
Yeah, absolutely. Great company.
And they are now one of the sponsors of our radio show.
Yep.
So it's better to be safe than sorry. I actually bought a house. I have a rental house. And before I bought the house, I was told that previously there was a fire in the chimney. So I tell my tenants that do not use the chimney. You're looking at me like you didn't know that.
No, I did know that.
I was
reading something else and
All
giving
right.
you a funny look based on what I was reading.
Okay. Well, we got lots more to talk about during the following segment of the show, right?
And anyone can call in, too. You can just say, hey. You can say, good morning. You can ask a question. We don't have a contest today, but we still love for you to call in.
Yeah, we got another story about cold and what to do. Plants freeze, but there are other things that freeze, and we want you not to have frozen pipes. We're going to talk about that when we get back from the next break as well, right?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense because the groundhog saw his shadow, right?
Yeah.
So 6 more weeks of winter.
Yeah.
It's not so cold today.
It was cold in Minneapolis for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
All right, stay with us, everyone. Give us a call, 222-8255, and we are going to be right back and answer your questions as well. 222-8255.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, AM 600, 101.1 FM, WBOB, Talk Radio. Kenny Lay and Associates, DivorceMenOnly.com.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. The Israeli military says it shot down an Iranian drone today, a drone that had infiltrated its country early today, before then launching a large-scale retaliatory strike on at least a dozen Iranian and Syrian targets inside of Syria. The Israeli strikes marked its most significant engagement since the fighting in neighboring Syria began back in 2012. At the Winter Olympic Games today, Vice President Mike Pence sitting around with other officials watching some of the speed skating heats today, and he's on his way back to Washington later in the day. 2 sheriff's deputies recovering from gunshot wounds after a suspect opened fire yesterday as they executed a warrant near Atlanta. 1 officer was killed. Winter storm pounding the Midwest, causing at least 2 deaths yesterday. Officials say it also closed down some schools and forced the cancellation of hundreds of airline flights. This is SRN News.
I'm Clayton Bromberg, the president of Underwoods, and I'm proud to say that Underwoods is the longest-standing member of the American Gem Society in the state of Florida. That's important because the American Gem Society promotes professionalism inside the business, and most important because of how it protects the customer. Gemstones are like most things, and you have to have the knowledge about them before you can tell the truth about them. That's where the American Gem Society fits in. They're the organization that certifies gemologists and registered jewelers and certifies sales associates with professional titles. Then, to ensure that we stay up to date with these gemological advances, we re-win our titles by passing a written test every year. And now I'm proud to say Underwoods has the largest credentialed American Gem Society staff east of the Mississippi River. So if you're interested in diamonds and jewelry and want real professional help, stop by Underwoods in San Marco, Avondale, or the shops of Ponte Vedra.
The Good Time Sales Event at Jacksonville Power Sports. Go green with up to $2,500 in savings on Kawasaki motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, and personal watercraft. You want more? How about $2,000 rebates on select 2017 Can-Am ATVs, side-by-sides, and Spyders? Whether it's for work or play, Jacksonville Power Sports can show you the way. Don't miss the Good Time Sales Event at Jacksonville Power Sports. Atlantic Boulevard, 1/2 mile west of 295. Online at JacksonvillePowersports.com. Jacksonville Power Sports. Your fun starts here.
Here's your community calendar from WBOB.
Now through this Sunday, February 11th, Disney presents The Lion King at the Times Union Center for the Performing Arts. Check online for daily show times. Saturday, February 10th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., it's the Fernandina Beach Marketplace on North 7th Street in Fernandina Beach. And Saturday, February 10th at 7:30 p.m., it's the Jacksonville Icemen versus the Atlanta Gladiators at Veterans Memorial Arena.
For more information or to have your event included, visit WBOB.com.
Are you having issues with your roof? Hi, A.J. Davis here. After a strong storm last summer, I noticed the shingles on my roof were no longer on the roof. So I contacted my friend John about SNC Square Contracting, asked him about his experience. He said, go for it. They put on a new roof, and after 2 hurricanes and several summer storms, all the shingles are where they should be, no leaks. So protect your home. Call SNC Square LLC, roofing with integrity, at 524-8621. That's 524-8621.
Stuck in traffic? WBOB has the answer.
Roads are pretty much back to normal. Watch out for all the construction work around town, including the Matthews Bridge, which is currently closed for construction. Going to be mostly cloudy today. 79 degrees going to be the high. Foggy night tonight. A little bit in the morning tomorrow. Mostly cloudy. The low of 63. Mostly cloudy on Sunday, high near 80, and the rains will start about Sunday night and running till about Tuesday. Currently 62 at AM 600. WBOB.
Let's return to Real Estate Radio with Angela and Howard. For answers to your North Florida real estate questions, call into the show at 222-TALK. That's 222-8255.
Do the numbers.
Hello, everybody. We are so happy to be back here. Howard and I are just talking during the studio, and, you know, sometimes the mic comes on and you're not quite ready. That's what happened. I just heard you talking. I know I heard you talking in my in my headset.
Yeah, we didn't talk about interest rates yet.
Oh, my gosh. Here is the deal. You ready? This is the problem. If you're thinking about buying, get to it. The rates are going up.
7
I
weeks.
feel like I am offering such great advice today.
7
I am like a
weeks
sage.
in a row.
Yeah, 7 weeks in a row, the interest rates have gone up, and you should buy now. Start getting it together. Reach out to get your financing. Reach out to your realtor. If you don't have a realtor, call us. You really need to get on the ball here because rates are definitely up. That means the longer you wait, prices are going up, rates are going up. You're not going to be able to afford as much house. You'd
Wait a minute,
have
that
to.
seems like it's really a downer. I want to say this though.
It's
Rates
not
are
a downer.
still
I'm
really
just saying
low.
if you're thinking nothing's happening in the market, it's that you're not paying attention.
Yeah,
It
rates
is
are
happening.
Still really low, but they have gone up a bit, and they're expected to go up more.
Yeah,
So,
and it matters.
Yeah.
It matters to the price that you're going to pay in your monthly payment.
Like you were telling me that when you bought your house 2 years ago,
yes,
interest rates right now are still less than what you paid 2 years ago.
Well, but I financed my. I agreed to a higher interest rate and financed my closing cost.
Okay.
Because I knew that I wasn't going to stay in that house forever.
So,
or at least that was my plan at the time. But even if I went to refinance it right now, I'm not happy about how much the interest rate's gone up. I wish I had thought about it like a year ago, right?
But interest rates are still good. They're just not as good as the lowest. When we were talking a year ago, the interest rates a year ago were the lowest that they had been ever.
Right. In the history, right?
Yeah.
The history of loans.
So
Okay.
how are they?
Well, and you're right, Howard. I'm not painting gloom and doom. I'm just trying to get people off the fence if they're thinking about it because, their buying power decreases as time progresses. All right. So here's what we know. The 30-year rate rose this week 1/10 of a point to 4.32%. The 15-year rate also rose 0.09 of a point to 3.77%. The VA and the FHA 30-year rate rose 0.05 of a point to 4.3%. Eek. FHA over 4. Yep. The 5-year adjustable rate mortgage, it's a great deal if you only plan on being in your home for 5 years or less. It rose as well. This time it was 0.04 of a point to 3.57%. Last year it was only 3.21. So the numbers are up this year over last year. Right. And they're increasing, as you said. What'd you say? They've gone up every week for 7 weeks in a row?
7 weeks. Well, again, you said eek. Now, I've bought many, many homes in my lifetime.
Because you're old? Sorry. I'm sorry. I had to get that in.
I bought my first home when I was 28, I think. And I have never purchased a home where the interest rate's as low as they are now.
Really?
So it's all about your perspective. My first home was 16.5%.
Oh my
I bought
gosh.
another home at 12%. I bought another home at 10%. I bought another home at 8%.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's still really, really cheap.
Well, it is. It is.
Now, if
But
you
going
are
up,
still,
I just want to make sure people know.
now, if you're already a homeowner, by the way,
Yes.
and you bought your home 5, 6, 7 years ago or whatever, and you're having trouble making payments, there was a program called HARP, which stood for Home Affordable Refinance Program.
Right.
That actually was meant to expire on December 31st.
2017.
Correct. It was actually extended through September 31st of this year.
I don't think that date's right.
It is right.
No, it's not. There is no September 31st.
I'm sorry. Okay, you got me. September 30th of 2018.
There you
got me.
Man, I'm having fun with you today.
You got me.
Did I tell
Okay.
you I was having a fun day?
Okay, it was extended through the end of September.
There you go.
So
Whatever date
seriously,
that might
if
be.
you are having trouble, it's not like getting a brand new loan where you're applying from the start, but you go to your lender and saying, hey, I'm having trouble. Can you it's taking your existing loan and essentially change it to a lower interest rate than you have today.
Wow.
So just go to your lender, telling them that you're having trouble. It could be that you had
What
a
if you're not
spouse.
having trouble?
Well, why would they give you a lower interest rate if you're not having
I'm
trouble
just checking.
making your payments?
Because I'd like to have a lower interest rate.
You're
for
not
myself.
having trouble.
I know I'm not having trouble, but I want to know if it's possible.
No, seriously. If you're
So
having
HARP's
trouble,
not for everyone. HARP is for people who are having trouble.
financial distress.
There you go.
Let's say there were two people that applied for a loan.
Yes.
And now one of the people became disabled for some reason.
Yes. That would certainly change things.
Yeah. Or one spouse had a child and now for some reason that somebody needs to stay home with that child.
Right.
So the total household income is less.
Yes.
And you had a 6.5% loan because your credit was bad and you just can't afford it anymore.
So
Rather
if
than
people
lose your home and have it go into foreclosure, tell your lender. They
Yes.
might be able to get
assist
it
you.
with a change in your interest rate rather than have it go into foreclosure.
There you go.
There you go.
I like it.
Okay, it's been extended. All right, now
That's great information. You know what else is good information?
What?
You know what else expired last year? Bond money, that big money we kept talking about week after week after week, the $15,000
of free money.
Of free money, that
did.
expired. It's gone. It's gone. However,
both of my kids got it.
They did.
And lots of our customers got it.
You know what else I was thinking? I need to tell your children this. They both bought houses younger than you did.
Oh, yes.
Isn't that cool? That's super cool.
I'm glad.
I know. I
I'm
need
happy.
to tell them, though. Because they wouldn't know that otherwise.
They already know.
I bet they don't. Anyway, we can still get bond money from the state of Florida. The amount is $7,500, and it has to be paid back, though. So when you sell the house, it needs to be paid back. So again, this is a first-time homebuyer program. You have to have a credit score of 640 or higher. And, it's a zero interest 30-year loan with no monthly payments. But when you sell the house, it has to be paid back.
So it's a use of
money, which is great for people who need their down payment money or who need closing costs paid.
Sounds good.
Yeah. First-time home buyer. And first-time home buyer means not that you never owned a home, but that you haven't owned a home in 3 years or more.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's a great, great program. So it's still out there to help people because that's what we do here at Real Estate Radio. We give you information to help you.
We do. And as I mentioned earlier, also, when we talked about cold weather, because I saw this morning, the Midwest, oh my gosh, cold.
Yes.
Cold.
Yes.
There's big snowstorms all over the place. Normally, we would not need to talk about this here in Florida, but lately perhaps we should, especially if you own a vacant home or taking a vacation and turning the thermostat down. The two things that you can do is turn off the water to your house to prevent frozen pipes. Yeah, there's a shutoff valve usually somewhere within a few feet of your home. Another thing is open the cabinet doors beneath the faucets so your kitchen sink and also your bathroom sink, it allows some of the heat to get under those so that you're less apt to have frozen pipes.
What about like opening the water so it's dripping all night so the water's flowing through? Is that a thing?
There's controversy over whether to do that or not. So when there's controversy, I
don't
stay
recommend
away from that.
Gotcha.
It's a waste of water and...
Well, that's how I was brought up. My parents were from Michigan, so I figured there must be something to it.
I don't know. And of course, but don't keep your heat less than 55 degrees. You want some heat going on in the house.
Yes.
So open up the cabinet doors if you're going to be leaving and or turn off all the water coming into your house. That way, if a pipe does break, it doesn't flood your house. All right.
Great advice.
How about that?
Yes, thank you for sharing such great advice.
All right.
We have one more break, and then we'll come back again, and we're going to talk about open houses.
Oh, man, do we have open houses
we have
this
a lot.
week? Because there are some great houses
Come
out
see
there
me.
that are in need of new people.
Yes.
New people.
They do. They
ready?
need new homeowners,
All right.
yes.
All right, so stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back. We can answer your questions. 222-8255, and we will be right back. Hey, WBOB listeners. It's your realtor on the radio, Howard Vergalis of Watson Realty Corp. Angela and I don't just do the radio show. We are active realtors. When it's time to buy, we will interview you to determine your specific housing needs. Distance to work, style of home, school needs, distance to place of worship, kids' activities, lifestyles, number of bedrooms, budget, and so much more. In short, we do our very best to find you your perfect home. We won't waste your time showing you houses that don't fit your needs. Whether you're moving up, moving into your first home, or now an empty nester, you can trust us for the most important purchase of your life. It's what we do. It's what we'll do for you. Experience the Angela and Howard Team Advantage. Call us at 421-7950. There's finally a mortgage lender in Jacksonville that sees financing differently. With 20 years' experience, CMG Financial understands that the most important purchase in your life, your home, deserves the right mortgage. Tim McConnell at CMG Financial will work to customize the best financing option for you. Angela and I recommend CMG Financial to all our customers. Give Tim a call at 528-2103. That's 528-2103. CMG Financial is a registered trade name of CMG Mortgage, Inc., NMLS number 1820, and licensed as a mortgage lender servicer by the Office of Financial Regulation, number MLD 375, individual MLS number 181046. One of the most critical parts of buying or selling your home is the very last process. That's the closing process. Angela and I recommend Watson Title Services. They have the experience to handle any issue that can come up, and there is never an upfront fee to the seller. Whether you are using a realtor with the sale of your home or not, always ask for Watson Title Service to handle your closing. We do. Call them at 461-3220. That's Watson Title Services. Want to sell your home in less time for more money and without making repairs after the sale? Have your home inspected by Home Pro Inspections before it goes on the market. Since 1994, Home Pro has inspected over 35,000 local homes. Buyers trust Home Pro Inspections.
With an 18-month home warranty and a 5-year roof protection plan, your home will be the one buyers want to buy. Call Home Pro Inspections at 268-8211 or visit GoHomePro.com. It's not the fire in the fireplace that damages your chimney, it's the moisture. That's why the Chimney Safety Institute of America recommends an annual cleaning and inspection of your fireplace, regardless of how often you use it. The technicians at Chimney Champions clean the chimney, then use the ChimScam video system to do a complete inspection of your chimney to ensure your home is safe. You can trust Chimney Champions to clean and inspect your chimney. Howard and I do. Call 268-7200 or visit chimneychampions.com.
This segment of Real Estate Radio with Angela and Howard is brought to you by Watson Title Services of Northeast Florida. For answers to your North Florida real estate questions, call into the show at 222-TALK. That's 222-8255.
Welcome back, everybody. We are so happy to be here on this beautiful Saturday. The sun is peeping through. It is. I'm looking at the window behind you. You don't see it, but yeah. The sun's coming out. Yay!
It's
I
great.
love the sunshine.
It's going to be a nice, warm
It affects
day
our
today.
personality, you know, when the sun's out or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not going to rain today.
No rain today.
It's going to be a beautiful day.
Okay.
Lots of stuff going on that we told you about in the first segment. You know what I want to talk about now?
What?
You know, when the contract comes in on a house.
Yes.
And you do an inspection.
Yes.
The inspection's always going to find things. Now,
Okay.
some are big things and some are little things.
Okay.
But I want to tell you some things you should just not ever ask the buyer for.
Okay,
I
tell
mean,
me.
the seller. things that are easily repaired, like things under $10, especially if they're not related to safety.
But if it is a safety issue, you can ask for it.
Yeah. Okay. Number 2, replacement of older smoke detectors. Just because they're old doesn't mean they don't work.
Boy. Yep.
Now, some home inspecers,
they write it on every report.
Write it on every
It's just part of their report.
Yeah. That it's over 10 years old and you need to replace it. Well, you know, if they aren't broken.
That shouldn't stop the sale of a home. I'm sorry. You can buy your own, you know, detectors,
right.
Smoke detectors.
Cosmetic issues. You know, it's normal wear and tear, and that's normal. It's not a repair.
Exactly.
It's supposed to be a repair request that needs to be fixed, but not cosmetic issues. Now, repairs related to minor plumbing and electrical issues. Now, let me explain, because I know some of you are thinking, wait a minute. If my plumbing doesn't work, I need it fixed. I'm talking about little ones. An example is replacing a plug or a light switch. Those are really easy, minor things to do. Now, repairs in the contract that require a licensed contractor, but you as a homeowner can really do these yourself after turning off the circuit breaker.
Oh, for goodness sake. I don't know that I agree with you on that. I appreciate that tip, but not everybody's going to feel comfortable with that.
Well, but why do I need to... Now, this is me. This is not everyone. Why do I need to pay the trip charge, for example, of an electrician $100 just to replace an electrical outlet?
Okay, so maybe a better solution then is to agree to let the seller have a handyman come out and do it.
Okay. Well, as long as there's mutual agreement to do that.
Exactly.
All right, number 5, repairing hairline cracks in the driveway. Now, it's normal for concrete to expand and contract, and therefore cracks will occur. So only about the ones where cracks are perhaps over 1/4 of an inch wide.
That's the ones you should request repair on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or if there's settling of one where it's a tripping hazard.
A trip hazard's a problem, for sure.
But just about every driveway that we see
has
when
cracks.
It's over 2 or 3 years old, it has cracks.
Yeah,
in it.
absolutely.
So I wouldn't ask for those to be fixed.
Yep.
Also, outdoor landscaping like sod, porch fixes, or fence repairs. Now, these were usually visible when you made the offer. So if that was contemplated in the offer, so don't ask for it to be fixed if you contemplated it in your offer price.
But if you paid full price or over, then I do think you can ask for it.
Well, is it something that...
In today's market, it depends upon the price range. If you're getting in a multiple offer situation and you're bidding against someone else just to get it, yeah, I think I'd ask for it.
Well, but if, you know, you have a green lawn and there's one place that's, 3 feet square that...
No, I wasn't thinking of that as much as I was thinking like repair the porch.
Okay.
Because it's a safety issue.
Well, again, that's a safety issue.
Yeah.
You can ask for that. Last one is sealing around windows and doors. Now, this is another example of wear and tear. So move in yourself and fix it. It's an easy thing to get some caulk around
Absolutely.
windows.
And you know what else is a good idea? When you get into the house after you've purchased it, ask your realtor for the name of a handyman and have somebody come in and just do those things if you don't know how. Don't feel like, the seller has to fix those things. No, be in charge of the repair yourself. Hire the person yourself, because then you have a little more control over everything too. Oh, wait, do I sound like a control freak? I kind of am. A little bit.
All right. You know what?
What?
We said it was getting warm today, right? 81 degrees.
Getting hot in here. Yeah.
Real estate, it's going to be a hot time of year. From January through July, more houses get sold and get listed just about every week. And because of that, we are going to do a lot of open houses this week because we want to show off the stuff that we have got listed. And we got a ton of open houses both today and tomorrow. So we're going to start off with Summerbrook. This is a gated community in Summer Haven in Mandarin.
Yes.
It's a little over 2,700 square feet, a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2-story colonial with an office, a living room, a family room. And this one is right near Mandarin High School. So walk to Mandarin High School. And when I say close, I mean, it's 100 yards from Mandarin High School. Granite kitchen, new appliances, $279. It's open today and tomorrow. So noon to 2 today, tomorrow 1 to 3. I am going to be there. I want to meet some of our listeners today. So it's gated. When you come up to the gate, there's going to be a little sign on the gate. So you're going to call me when you get there. I'm going to give you the code so the gate will automatically open just like magic. And come and see me.
Yes.
I'd love to see you. All right.
So today I'm going to be at Wolf Street, 1215 Wolf Street in Avondale. It is 1,300 square feet of charming original wood floors, which have been updated and beautiful, by the way. There's granite, there's stainless in the kitchen. It's 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. Plus it has a few bonus rooms there, like a sun porch and such. And it has a detached garage. Now, it's just off of Roosevelt, so you could take Roosevelt to Wolf Street. And I will be there today from noon to 2. And it's also going to be open tomorrow from 2 to 4. And so that is value priced at $199. Come out and see us.
For those of you on the north side, you want a lot of house for the money, is the Blossom Ridge community off of Dunn Avenue, a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage. Preserve, you want privacy? Preserve on the back and on the side. Newly painted, new carpeting, new lighting, new countertops. It's got a covered porch on the front and on the rear. It's just $179,000. There's no CDD, and the HOA is only $175 a year. It's open tomorrow from 2 to 4.
Okay.
How about that?
Now let's talk about St. Johns County. 1209 Notchaway is located in Samara Lakes off the World Golf Village exit off 95. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home. It has both a living room and a family room, a huge loft. The rooms are ginormous. It's got a big fence yard. The square footage is 3,164 square feet. It was built in 2007. There is no CDD. I say no CDD. The HOA is low at $137 a quarter, has a pool, a playground, basketball, and it was reduced down to $307. That's a great price. It's going to be open Saturday and Sunday from 2 to 4, Saturday and Sunday. And then there's another property in St. John's, 5296 Big Oak Road. That's kind of near the airport in near St. Augustine's Airport.
Build your own house.
Build your own house there. Bring a mobile home there. There's no HOA. There's no CDD. It's a 1.11 acre property. There's a double wide on it that needs fixing up. If you don't want it, remove it and put your own thing out there. Took a huge price reduction from $60,000 down to $45,000. That is a motivated seller. So, time to buy that property.
Yeah, we got another house in Palencia. There's not an open house this weekend, but we've talked about this one for a couple of weeks. In Palencia, a huge 4,300 square foot home, $541,000. If you're interested in that one, call me and we'll talk about that. Hey, my number, 687-8161. 687-8161. Angela, your number?
465-3845.
That's right. The Van Wees are here to talk about what's going on in the financial community this week, because a lot of stuff has been going on. I want to tell you, Angela and I love living here in Northeast Florida. We're doing this radio show to give back to the community. You need a professional on your side, whether you're buying or selling the most important financial transaction in your life. Call us after the show. We are here to help you. We love doing the show. Listen to Bill Hay tonight from 6 to 9. And again, stay with us for the Van Wees right after the show. We're going to be back with you next week. God bless everyone. Have a wonderful week, a wonderful day. We'll be back with you again. Bye-bye.